Welcome CNG 212 to Monday, week 6. Have some real life examples to show you guys. I know we've been covering storage for the last 2 weeks, and here's a very, very, very relevant situation where storage came into it had to be used. Yeah, basically it had to be used. So here's my login from my school. I was logging in, I don't know, Sunday to turn in all my stuff. Yeah, Sunday morning to turn all my stuff in. And there was a different message up at the top. This message reads, final information regarding the system restoration and resultant data loss has been posted to announcement. Read carefully. So you select that, and then it goes into this new screen. So here I can see another post to where Friday, after a backup, so we see that a backup did happen Friday before 10, but after 10, if there were any posts, modified data, turn in any assignments, edited or deleted course assignments, for both the instructor and students, that it would not stick. So if people did work on Saturday, they did have a different message. I saw Saturday it was another message up. Sunday there was a different message up, but it looks like this is the final message for today. So they basically rolled back both this LMS server. Well, I shouldn't say the LMS server. They rolled back the. Let me see if I can bring this up. So they actually have a cloud implementation of 0365 portal login. Okay, there we go. So they have a hybrid right now of how they're logging in. You also actually go to Office 365, if you can see that here in the top, and then it goes to Regis, and in there I have Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, many other, I should say, almost access to all the Microsoft things. But as you see, they have a hybrid cloud to where they're using on-site servers plus cloud platforms to keep their entire infrastructure going. So when the LMS, Learning Management System, just like D2L, you look at this, it's almost exactly like D2L, just branded just somewhat different. It's the exact same. This is off-site. This LMS engagement is off-site while logging into their stuff, it may be off-site. I'm assuming that since this is www.office.com, it's a cloud platform that I'm logging into and then reporting back to their on-site servers just a little bit. So if you see this, you're not going to, well, hopefully you get a chance to see this in real life action too, just to realize the importance of choosing backups and when to do backups. Yeah, real cool little thing that happened that fits right in with our last 2 weeks. So let's see what we have going this week. Week 5. Week 6. Sorry, week 6. Virtualization. Oh yeah, this week we have extra stuff this week. So this week we jump into a little bit more work than usual. We're going to jump into that second book, so make sure you do have your Cengage Unlimited hooked up. As you see, we start in our regular book, but then we jump into Unit 4, which is the other book that has our DHCP introduction, just so you guys understand the concepts of DHCP. When we look at virtualization, we can understand that breaking using Hyper-V. We're messing with virtualization in their their platform where we have to turn on the servers in specific orders or client computers. That's another virtualization platform. So when we look at virtualization, it can happen in many different things. It can happen with Oracle Box, it can happen with VM Workstation, it can happen with Hyper-V. So it's really just a large base of what virtualization can come over. And then once you start to learn how to virtualize, you can customize machines on the fly almost by plugging in more network interface cards, adding more RAM if there is a RAM on the host machine, of course. But you get to really start to customize these machines as you move along. I think in Firefox, I have my AWS account. AWS. So when we look at the Amazon accounts, should log me in. Haven't used this for a while. But even when you hop into here, it's a virtual platform that you're setting up. I don't think I have anything set up anymore, simply because it charges you by the day. But here are my zones. I have U.S. East, Ohio. I didn't have one in West. There are some in Central. But you look at the virtual machines or a list of virtual machines, and basically all categories, view results. So really, I don't know what the platform is that they're hosting these virtual machines on, but I can spin up any one of these Server 2016, Server 12, Server 19, CentOS, WordPress servers, AWS servers, Debian servers. There's many servers that you can just spin up. I don't know what they're running it on, but I do know it's just a virtual server. So some very cool things there that you have to just understand with virtualization. And then this will roll back to, CNG 124, CNG 132, CNG 125, firewalls class, CNG 133. You have to have an understanding of virtualization and then mix it with everything you've already learned to get the virtualized environment. And when I say environment, I mean like switches, firewalls, databases. You have to get that all secure in order to get that packaged up in a system ready to go. Implementing DHCP. We have some, you learn about reservations, scopes. This should be somewhat partially a review of CNG 124, 125, where you just kind of say, okay, what is my IP address range? What am I going to reserve? What's the handout scope? So yeah, should be a little bit more work this week. Let me know if you have any questions by hopping into the Google Hangouts. But that's about it. Have a good week. See you later.